Good evening, good ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. More football content. See what I'm doing. Got a new profile picture for the channel as well. Lovely stuff. Love to see it. We're becoming a Preston channel by the looks of things. Anyways, today we have what is going to be my predictions for the Championship season of 22 to 23. I wasn't going to do this, and I wasn't going to do the Premier League one either. I probably still won't do the Premier League one because I'm not too interested in the Premier League. It just wins me some decent money compared to the Championship. Anyways, moving on, Championship. So, we've got it listed as top 6, 7 to 12, bottom half surviving, and relegation. So, we are going to go in order of the clubs that are listed here. I'm going to slot them in order, so from left to right. So, let's say in top 6, the furthest left will be the team I think are going to finish first, and so on and so forth. We will order those towards the end. So, Norwich straight away, top 6. You don't even need to argue with me on that one. Actually, no, to begin with, I'll put Norwich and Watford in the top 6. Burnley, I've seen a lot of people say will not be top 6, but I think they will. Even if that is just the bottom half of the top 6, I do believe it will happen. Furthermore, in the top 6, I could see Middlesbrough being top 6 once more, as well as West Brom, and then Sheffield United again. And to order these, I think winning the race will be Norwich, then Watford, of course. In third place, I'm going to be ballsy and say Sheffield United. West Brom. West Brom, Sheff, Burnley. No, Borough, Burnley. That's the way I'm going with this one. I think Norwich are a very strong side. Obviously, they lost the Premier League, but the same with Watford. They're a team where they're not good enough for the Premier League just yet, but they're also too good for the Championship. Norwich have some quality players on their side, such as Pukki being a great striker, and I can see them absolutely winning this race. They're basically the Fulham of the Championship this season. Watford will be a very similar side to what Bournemouth were like. I think they might have a few rocky performances here and there, but just enough to snag the second spot. West Brom, very strong side last season, and I expect that to continue. So I can see them being a third place, fourth place. Same with Sheffield United as well. Middlesbrough, again, very strong side, so it just makes the most sense. And Burnley, a lot of their players have gone to Premier League clubs, so they're going to have to make quite a few signings to make up for that, or they're just quite simply going to have to do something about it. Train some other players they've already got lined up, because a lot of Burnley players, like I said, they are not even with the club no more. I was wondering what this one was, that's why I dragged it. It's Swansea. Okay, 7 to 12. North End in there instantly. I'll reorder them in a minute. Sadly, Blackburn. Then we'll go for Millwall. Luton had a great season last season, and I expect that to continue. How many teams can I have in here? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6. So I need 2 more. Coventry, definitely. 100%. And we need 1 more. And I'm trying to debate that between either Bristol or Stoke. I don't think Huddersfield will. I can't see Huddersfield having that. I'd probably say Bristol. There's this dog one. This dog, man. It's been a nuisance recently while I've been trying to make videos. This dog. Right, reorder them. 7th place, I'm gonna have to say Luton. 8th, I'm going for Blackburn. No, I'm not. I'm going Coventry. 9th, Preston. Blackburn 10, Millwall, and then Bristol. I know I'm very optimistic about the North End, but how can I not be? I'm a North End fan at the end of the day. Ryan Law's a fantastic manager. We've made some fantastic signings, and I really think we've had a strong pre-season. Of course, I've not been keeping up with other teams' pre-seasons, which is on me, of course, but at the same time, I do feel like we could be a strong side. A lot of people are saying we could be challenging for promotion. I don't think that is the case, personally. I think there's still some rough ends to iron out, but we will be contending for 7 to 12. I'd say we'll be contending for top 10. That is the way I see the North End going this season. So before we go to the bottom half, I'm going to go to relegation. So we need to pick out 3 teams. Shite pool going in relegation, and I'm not just saying that because I support Preston. I genuinely think Blackpool have been horrendous. And they've signed, look at the manager, it's fucking Michael Appleton, and they've signed a Preston fan. It's over. No, it's not happening. Agents, they're all agents, I'm telling you. Back in relegation zone, in the focus of relegation. So I'm going to put Sunderland into surviving before I forget. Same with I'll put Swansea in bottom half. This is always a tricky one because a lot of people have very different opinions about this. Like, I could just slap Rotherham in there, but at the same time, I don't know how good Rotherham have been because I didn't really follow League One. I know Wigan had a great season. I'll stick Birmingham in there for now, and maybe Hull. But I don't want to say all that. I was saying that Reading were also appalling at one point, but now they've had a good change around. Right, let's just focus on the other ones for a minute. We'll put Stoke in the bottom half as well as Cardiff. Hull into surviving, QPR surviving, Reading surviving, Huddersfield surviving. So that leaves us with Wigan and Rotherham. I think Rotherham potentially to go back down. I'll put QPR up, and then I'll put Wigan into surviving. Well, maybe. What would you consider as surviving compared to bottom half? How many teams are in the Championship? Is it 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So bottom half is 13 to 24. Of course. And then surviving I'd probably put on, like, because that'd be 21. I'd probably say 5 or 4 teams in there. I'd put 4 teams in there maybe. So if I had to move a team up, I'd probably move up Sunderland or maybe Huddersfield. No, not there. Right, I'll move Huddersfield up, and I will rearrange them. I'd be willing to say Stoke in the bottom half, and then Swansea, and then Cardiff. That's fine to me. Surviving, Reading at the bottom definitely. Swap Hull and Wigan. Keep Sunderland there. Relegation. At the very bottom of the table will be Rotherham, Blackpool, and then Birmingham. Cool. Those are my predictions. I don't even have to continue making this. I've been talking for about 5 minutes, it feels. So to explain this, Stoke, yeah, great season last season, same with Swansea, but they're not exactly in the quality to be in the 7th to 12th, I don't think. Stoke, maybe, definitely not Swansea. Cardiff also had a decent one. QPR are one of them funny teams where you think they might be able to pull something out the bag, but I don't think they will. Huddersfield, to be honest, I don't know enough about Huddersfield or care enough about them to know enough about them. I think Huddersfield will be one of them funny ones again, where they might have a good couple of games, good run, good spell, and then they'll just go in the bin. Surviving Sunderland, I was tempted to put Sunderland in the bottom half. However, Alex Neil's side, yeah, fair enough. They're a good side and all, but I don't know if I can see it happening. And who came up through playoffs? Was it Sunderland that came up through playoffs? I think it was. Let me do a quick Google search actually to fact check that. I should have done this before the recording, but yeah. Table. Oh, it's showing me I need to see the last table. Hang on. League 1, season 21-22. Yeah, it must have been Sunderland because they came 5th, which is playoff position, rather than 2nd. Wigan 1st. Yeah. Right, Wigan definitely surviving. I can't see him being bottom half. I'd see him being a surviving team, but of course towards the top of that. Sunderland might be one of them surprise teams, and I'm thinking he might be, but at the same time I can't be sure. Let me swap them around actually. There we go. Yeah, Wigan above Sunderland, and then Hull, and then Reading. Reading had an appalling season, but like I said, they had a few. Actually, yeah, I'll put Reading up then, because Reading, they had a good change around as far as I'm aware. Birmingham are just, they're not very great, to be honest with you. Blackpool are going down because Blackpool had a terrible season, and the changes they've had to make to the club over the summer have not exactly looked positive for them. And Rotherham, as a second place team in League One, I would be willing to be more lenient. However, I don't know too much about them, and as far as I do know about Rotherham, they're not the best team in the world. So I'm going to have to stick them there. Preston, like I said earlier, I would love to put Preston towards the top of this column, or put them in the top column. However, I can't see us getting that far within the season. Within one change, just got a notification on my thing about the gaffer being live. yeah, I can't see North End getting promoted this season. If they do, then I'll be over the moon, of course. But like I said, I can't exactly see it being massively probable. And I do think Blackburn and Preston are very interchangeable on this table, as well as maybe Coventry. Luton I'd definitely keep at the top there. Maybe you could even swap Luton with Burnley for all I'm concerned. But I think this top six to me looks quite solid. I don't really think it'll be much different, and if it is different, I'd be highly surprised. And again, for the bottom half, these are just the funny teams within the league that can either have great spells or terrible spells, and you can't exactly predict what they're going to be like unless you're a fan. That's the way I see it. Like I said, I don't know massive amounts about these teams, and this is the only way I can see it going down. I'm probably going to be proven wrong, but oh well. Yeah, that'll do. Tell me your predictions in the comments. See you at Wigan.